Yo, what is going on, guys? Godrekton here today, bringing you a new commentary video. In this video, we are playing against a Gnar. Overall, quite a very heavy range comp. Right now in this meta, I believe range comps are quite honestly probably one of the hardest comps you can play against as Renekton, due to how open and big the map is these days. So it's going to be a bit of a challenging game, and a lot of people have been asking me, how do I play against range champs? How do I play the mid game, late game? Hopefully this game I can kind of show you guys how to play against them reliably. Level 1, I like to go D-Shield in the second wind. I think it is very good because the poke that these champions do can be very, fatal. So if you can keep your health up and play for level 2 spike, it is always pretty good. In this matchup, however, Gnar is very susceptible to level 1 and 2 deaths. You can take E-Start into your W level 2, and then you end up pretty much killing him basically 80% of the time. Maybe 90% of the time, actually. Yeah, level 1, I'm just going to wait here now as well. Just going to wait. We're chilling here. Gnar's over there in the middle. As soon as he comes into me, I'm going to E like this to get bone plating. E out now. And just like that, we build some Fury. And we get our PTL. I didn't get the full proc, but it's completely fine. A lot of Gnars also take fleet footwork these days, so it can be a little bit more difficult. You have to kind of play a bit more properly. Comes in, I can go for it E again. ETA proc. I'm going very hyper aggressive. Gonna try and walk in bush. He might ward. Okay, he doesn't ward. Next combo we kill. I do want to try and get him before he gets level 2, but I think he might get it here. No, he gets it here. It's very hit or miss sometimes. It's based on how they play. If they play upwards like this, or play towards their tower, it can be very difficult. Also, I didn't ward. My bad. Under the tower now. Not a lot I can really do here. He probably took jump. No, he took his W, actually. Okay. He hasn't got jump. If I walk in and out, maybe I can bait his W. I can push the wave deliberately. Okay, it's pretty good for us. Just gonna see if he does anything else. Maybe Frost Q. See if Rengar's over here. We do have Prior, but I'm not sure. Okay, I'm coming over. Oh, I think Vayne just got it. Kill Gnar here. I had to focus on that kill there. Well, just like that, that was really huge. What a crazy roam. Oh, we don't kill the Malzahar. That's pretty sad, actually. Wave state's kind of fine here. Gnar should teleport. If Gnar teleports here, then it's kind of bad. I'm going to recall, though, because he's not teleporting. So I'm going to grab this. Just going to go double long. This game, I'm actually going to try Dirk into Blair Ruin King. So I know 3-in-1 does this a lot. I've tried it in the past too, but I haven't really tried it this patch, where you basically go Dirk into an item. There's also a little build that Riven does right now as well, where they go the Dirk into Brutalize the Tiamat, then they have a lot of Armor Pen, and they go into Profane or something like that. But it's kind of the same story of Renekton, except that we're going to go Bork because it's the best time to deal with Gnar. I could go Stridebreaker too, but this game I want to play full AD. It's a bit difficult though with Renata and Malzahar. If anything, it's probably the worst decision you could probably make. But again, I want to try and play full AD in a composition like this. And try and go Edge of Night. He's gonna throw his Q here. Just gonna last it. Get the minions. Just chill out here. W this. Actually get all the minions. Our abilities too. As you can see, Gnar went Boots early. Boots is actually very good for him. Gonna W, walk away. The timing to W is very thin, by the way. We were lucky just to even get that off then. Sometimes Gnar can quickly animation cancel into his form if using an ability. We didn't really have the power to do that then. Okay, right now we can actually go for dive. So because I have PTA and double longsword, and Gnar being very squishy as he is, I can push him wave here. He might teleport back though. If he's smart, he will teleport back to lane here. Yeah, he teleports. Okay, it's kind of what I expect. Just gonna ward this. Don't really have much else to do. I could just disappear into bush. Something I like to do as well is try and get here. Okay, Gnar has no jump. This is the biggest thing you need to factor in this matchup when Gnar has no jump. Just do that. I can't really greed for auto attacks without losing more health. Yeah, his E, his like jump is basically 26 seconds at rank 1. So it is very crazy, and Gnar doesn't really get to max that till later on in the game. So most of the time, as soon as he jumps, like, you have a big window to actually abuse him. I believe it's 26 seconds or 24. Maybe it's 24 since the changes they've done, like, a while ago. The best way to play this lane is we want it on our side. Okay, we got him to ward there. That's pretty good. If my jungle ever wanted to gank. I'm gonna ping that too for my jungle. Not that it matters, because he's already bot side. I'll put this up a little bit too. Actually, mine's a bit too loud. I don't know how my audio levels are when I do recording, so I apologize if, like, things aren't perfect. But you guys can let me know in the comments, depending on how it is. Ward this too, because I have pro in the lane. Gotta try and walk up. Try and bait things. Gotta be careful, by the way. Once he's 6, and once his, like, form's about to run down, and you're near a wall, they'll always try and jump in and try and force something onto you. Yeah, Vayne's top. Should be a little bit careful to go for any kind of fights. I'll E here, just so I can threaten the jump. That's all I need to do. So right now, we need to just time our next E. If we, like, time our next E on this, like, play, it's really big. Okay, my Fury. I'm gonna wait 5 seconds. Oh, of course. Something starts to happen as soon as I have a kill opportunity. At most, I'll just walk this way, zone Gnar off from getting to the fight. And it's really big. Just kill him here. He has nowhere else to go, so we're just going to end up going for the all-in there. Now, do I Q or W max? So when I'm like usually building by a Ruin King first, W max is really helpful because having more Ws means more burst, and I can also use the passive more often. But because like the meta kind of incentivized to go Q max, I'm gonna have to do that here. Because I know like a lot of people still ask me, do I W max? Like, when do I do it? Like, I would only do it into melee comps. And that's if like you can reliably even touch your laner in the first place, or even like people in the mid game. This game, it's super hard to even play this playstyle. So at most, I'm just gonna go like the Blair Ruin King. But I think, like I said, I want to do Dirk here into Blade. He already has boots over me though. I could grab these into Dirk and see how that feels. It's probably going to feel really awful. Okay, we can't do this. If I have to rush boots while trying to do this, it's going to feel really awful. Now, I'm only going the boots just so I don't get kited. I know I could go Merc Treads, but they have a lot of like damage spread across the whole board, and going one of the boots between Plaid Steel Caps or Merc Treads is also very risky. So at most, if I can go Swiftness Boots to at least nullify the slows, which they do have on their team, and I'm able to at least like stay out of the fights like properly, or like getting caught by like them pressing R on me, it's still pretty helpful. So that's kind of like why I take these as well over the other boot choices. I mean, look at the moon speed difference between me and Gnar right now. It's pretty big outside of fleet footwork. It's like pretty helpful. He might try to ult me here. You gotta keep in mind, you are very squishy when you do this playstyle, but if you like know Renekton's limits and like you know how you should be playing in the first place, it's really not that bad. That's why you see people like me or 3-in-1 do it, or even other like Renekton players as well that are in the higher like elos of the game. Oops, I'm misclicking here a little bit. So what's the game state right now? Vayne's a bit strong. I mean, bot's kind of inting, which is good, I guess. Just gonna get W off here because I can't really maximize the rest of my stuff. Gotta be careful though. Every time you feel like you're in threat of getting also down by now, you need to just waltz into the bushes so you completely avoid aggro there. He's about to get form. Oh, I see. I have to flash here. He actually played that well, but yeah, Vayne just kind of ran top lane and went to all in me there. I got a bit lazy on the ward. Vayne shouldn't even be here in the first place, to be quite honest, because my bot's just like dominating. So yeah, if like that's all I can do, that's kind of fine, I guess, overall. Not the end of the world here. Yeah, I have noticed that junglers like constantly keep playing for like trying to put Renekton down in this patch, it seems. Like every game I play, I literally get camped and it's pretty irritating. I've got better at avoiding it on this season since I've like been streaming more and trying to play more games on my main account. But yeah, it's still a work in progress type of deal, I suppose. And I still notice that junglers are constantly running top despite dragons being up and their bot side just being completely destroyed. So yeah, it's just one of them. Okay, we're gonna chill here. If he comes in range, I'll try and do something just to build Fury and do a little bit of damage. Okay. Needs to click a little bit more there. Can't be too slow. Okay, we have this. Gonna cross Gnar here. I don't really do a lot with that because he had bone playing. I never really incentivized to start W at the beginning of your combo, but there it was just kind of free, so we're just gonna go for it. Unfortunately, Gnar gets to stack off the minion wave a little bit here, so it's a little bit annoying. Wish I had a plating this game. I would love to proxy, but trying to proxy against a Vayne and Gnar is really, really bad. Just stay out. Maybe I can bait something. Okay, I can't do that. Sometimes Gnar players will walk back into you like that, so you can end up getting a free W off. It's pretty consistent too. I see there's a fight mid lane. I'm just going to react on the map right now. Malzar's going to push because mid lane died and he wants to get tempo lead over them. I'm just waiting here. Okay, I'm going in. Firstly, I'm going to E. And W. Okay, perfect. All I did there was just read the map. I don't care about the ward. We haven't got time. We should go for this quickly. We haven't got time. Oh, I can't ping it, of course. So what I found out so far as well, playing on this season, is that these do matter a lot. And sometimes games can be completely ruined from them. And you want to do it, like, obviously, if the risk is, like, you know, not so high. Because again, if you fall behind on Renekton in the game is completely done. And these are things that you never want to get involved in, of course. But yeah, if you can get them, it is pretty good. I don't think maybe Gnar's here. I don't have W. But yeah, I'll elaborate more maybe within the game too about that as well. Going Tiamat also helps with that, like Tiamat Cleaver. I know like some people do that, like to do that as well. I don't think he's really going to do much else. Can we get anything else here? No, we can't. It's really hard to do much, like, nada. And because their lane's so open now, it's very hard to, like, kind of cheese these kills as well. I have a lot of gold. Just gonna disengage now. Don't really care. But yeah, going Tiamat Cleaver is pretty good for the early game. You get nice stats, you can wave clear instantly, go into objective. I did want to do it this game, but it's really difficult due to the fact that I don't have damage against Gnar if I don't go Bork. If I don't go Bork, I basically lose every encounter inside lane, and I can't really rely on that entirely. So apparently that team's griefing. I mean, it looks like a bit of a stomp game, to be honest. Bit of a shame for this commentary, I guess, but is what it is. Maybe you guys can learn something against an R matchup. Here I'm just gonna try and go in for bomb plating. Got his jump again. Just reset here now. We're waiting. You could also pull a freeze like this as well. And now that I have Bork, like Vamp Scepter component, I can literally just freeze my lane here. Also get a free gank off. Really important to do this though against Cannon Wave like that. If he does come into me, I can basically go for a fight here. Just waiting for anything else to happen. Nothing's really gonna happen here. Looking for it. I see a Gnar though. I mean, sorry, I see a Rengar there. Not a Gnar. Of course I see Gnar, he's already in the lane. Maybe I could flash on him. Maybe I can EW flash. I could just dive him. His bone plane's coming up though. I need to do a trade as soon as it comes up. So before I actually all in, I'm going to knock his bone plane off. If I dive him with bone playing up, I lose all my damage, and I end up probably dying to him though. So it's kind of difficult. He might go for cannon here. Maybe he jumps. Empowered either. Powered E is pretty good. Boot swiftness helps me get out, and also minimizes the slow from his Q there. That's pretty good. Okay, we need to dive him before he gets his empowered form. He's very close. Okay, we're just gonna go for that though. We need tower as well. We need to push ASAP before everyone else comes. No one's on the map. Okay, Vayne's bot right now. Like, I know the game's over, but these are like my thoughts as I'm playing the game, if that makes sense. So even if like this game's a bit of a stomp, I still need to like go through a little bit of a flowchart in my head, like what I can, what I can't do. Okay, interesting. Anything to take here? No. Go for that jungle right now with red trinket. Just gonna investigate if there's anything to do. I'm right here and I'm ready. Okay, clean kill. Pretty clean. Didn't see that coming. Gonna recall here now. Game should be basically almost over here. So to make sure that this game is over and to like keep dominating our lead, I'm actually gonna go for the profane now. So this damage will be very substantial for the game. So like right now as well, like it's kind of like strong. As you guys might know, I think the active, like when people are below 50% health, is 150 like a percent damage, like AD ratio. And the other thing it's 130, like it was like as it came out, which is still fine overall. Like I know a lot of people are saying, "Oh, is this item dead now? Is it going to be good?" Well, yeah, basically, it's just to like minimize a little bit of burst, and I think that's completely fine because the item was already one-shotting as it is. So yeah, don't worry about it being weak. So what I'm going to do is just I'm going to wait here. Maybe I could hit this to keep my Fury up. Keeping Fury up is super important here. Now, Malzahar walks this way, so I'm just going to cut him off. Use minion here. That's all I can do. That's fine, though. Get him low. He can't really stay. Maybe even Ez can kill. If he has enough damage. Okay, close. Get this. Go up here. After Profane, though, I'll probably go Shrouded. I do wonder what Stridebreaker could be like, but they're going to be changing that next patch too, to where it's like a tier item. So I can't really try that, unfortunately. Would be interesting though. Okay, Gnar 0-4, he really cannot do anything. Vayne's here. I kind of knew this would happen with Malzahar. He doesn't even need to play it like that well there. He could just press R on me, like literally. Even Vayne like tumbled into me and I thought I could go for one shot, but it's not there. It's pretty crazy though. So far in this season, I do find that Renekton's damage is definitely like high, but it's also pretty low at the same time, if that makes sense. So in things like these, it feels really awkward to try and one shot because most people also just feel like still tanky, even with like a Bork and a lethality item. I know that's just me, but that's kind of like my initial impression as well of the first like month in the season. Like people are deceptively healthy still, even after like everything. Unless you're a mage, of course, then mage is one shot, so yeah. But yeah, that is basically the Gnar matchup, I guess. I didn't really get to do much. Kind of a bit of a stomp. Maybe I post it, maybe I don't. Maybe just for like, you know, content, I guess, to keep rolling out. You know, hopefully you guys learned something. I mean, I guess to end off these videos, if they're too quick, I can go over the laning phase again. And I'll probably do that right now. So, again, just to make sure this video is more worthwhile and you guys are getting, like, the most time out of these things, I do want to go into a VOD review just to, like, make sure in myself, too, that I'm comfortable, like, with just the video as well. So, I hope you guys, like, enjoy these VOD reviews, too. Maybe you guys even like them. If you do, make sure to leave in the comments below. It really helps me out too to hear your feedback. You know, it helps the algorithm as well. So if you want to keep supporting me in any way like that, I really appreciate it as a whole. Anyways, so as I pointed out at the start of the game, I always like to go D-Shield second wind because I can minimize any poke damage. It is basically the strat you want to do in any poke lanes. Even lanes like a Poppy or somebody that's going to be applying constant damage onto you, it is very, very helpful because you're basically wasting their mana. You're, you know, making them overtrade. They take minion damage. You heal off of it. It's just very safe overall, and you can't really go wrong with it. I could have went D-Blade here, by the way, level 1 as well, which is something you can do against Gnar. This game, my E-Start strat didn't really work, but there are obviously many clips of this where I've done it, like on my shorts or even in my other videos. It is a very consistent strategy. Instead, I probably could have waited a bit longer, but he was spacing pretty well, like backwards. So I go in here, auto, I could E in this way, but the problem with like the map changes so far is that if I go for a second E here, I'm overextended even more from the minion wave, meaning that as soon as I come back, as I can't trade with him anymore from him outspacing me with his auto attacks, I'll end up taking more damage. So like, as you can see, I already overcommit a bit here. If I just had no extra dash, I walk all the way back out, he gets like a bunch of damage onto me, and I lose all my health. So again, E-Start is basically like, you basically feel out the lane a little bit, like you feel how things are going to go level 1. Sometimes you can get killed, set up for level 2, sometimes you can't. This game I couldn't really do that, so I ended up just saving my E and dicing out, because if I overcommit, I can potentially lose the lane or even get ganked with no health, and I use potion early, which is very bad for other matchups too. So this part now, I'm just trying to get level 2. I probably could hit some more minions here, but I wanted to kind of fake out that I'm going to go in, and because I'm doing this too, he's forced to back off the minions. And I'm also looking that if he does try to go in, like if he right-clicks here, his champion faces this way, and then I can quickly E onto him and go for a trade. So as you see here, he's aggroing onto the minion, and I'm getting ready to go for my E trade here. I mean, I can do that if I want to, of course, but I'm so close to level 2, I kind of back off of it. But this is like an example, right, that you can do that if you want to. Like you can abuse people this way, and it does work. But instead, I do actually opt for it here anyways. I kind of forgot about that here. But the point is, if he's facing into me to try and do damage, I can just E in for free, auto, E again here to dice, get PTA, and it's pretty good. I can afford to trade this damage because I have potion, I have also D-Shield, second wind, and I can get away with it. But as I also mentioned before, I can take even more damage, so against the wrong champion, it could be very bad. Is there something to keep into account here? Now, I have a level 2. I can't really do a lot here. I'm just waiting for my E. Trying to, like, play the lane slow push. I do try to attempt a dash, but he's just too far away from me, so it's not really going to work at this point. So, at this stage, we're just going to end up resetting, getting ward down. Come into here. I'm just going for push. I can basically cheat a recall here, so I can take this wave, reset on for boots, or even longsword. I think I prefer longsword more due to the fact that the AD helps and I still have dashes to reach him. And I don't feel particularly too weak if he does go like tier 1 boots. It only feels bad when I don't have boots against tier 2 boots, like his plaid steel caps. That's when you need to kind of rush something back like I do in this video, which ends up helping me like reach onto him even more. And I also have faster dash speeds too in the event of that as well. Grab this here, the cannon, blasted these. Because I also like pushing as well from this stage and leave the wave here, I have my Fury built up and I'm like ready for this fight. So as soon as my jungle invades with Karina, I'm instantly going to go roam here. So I'm going to roam down here. Gnar jumps over the wall to try and cut them off. But the thing is that they're always going to basically lose this. And because I'm here, I can start this, dive empowered E. We check his armor, 37. Drops down to 28. Like, he lost 9 armor there. 9 armor from empowered E, that's really big. That's nearly a Dirk worth of lethality just lost from that. Because I build up my Fury there. That's why I like to do empowered E's a lot into empowered W. It is really insane. So if we look at our damage now, PTA as well, like W, auto, Q, ignite, and he's dead. Perfect execution, and he can't do anything. And because I get to build the wave up like that and stack my Fury, I can make this play happen. Even if Gnar doesn't go for that, I can come in to like kill the Malzahar or even Vayne as well. Or at least support my team in that effort to get ahead. Rest of this lane is basically playing off his E timer. So every time that his E is on cooldown, we want to fight. So that's like what we want to look out for. And just for the sake of making sure that I'm correct and nothing changed, I'm going to go check the wiki real quickly. Just so I'm not making any mistakes. So, as you can see here real quickly as well, his hop is 22 seconds. I actually got it wrong. I actually got it wrong by a long shot. They changed it quite a lot. But still, 22 seconds is still big for Renekton's, like, E-timer. Like, it still gives us plenty of time to even make a play. Like, you see here, like, I still have, like, you know, enough seconds to make a play before it comes back up. So, it's all about just looking for that fight instantly as soon as your E's on cooldown, like... And then that's why we get these, like, really good trades, like we just got here, too. So here he didn't have it, and I can just go for this fight, and it chunk him out. Now, he's going to have it here. Now, I can potentially go for dive, but he does TP back. I burn TP, which is still good. I can wait here. I think he jumped here, too. Yeah, you see, he jumped here, which is really big, by the way. Sometimes Gnar players will do this, especially newbie Gnar players. So here you can just, like, go for a free fight, power W... Auto Q, then E out. And this just sets up dive too. Like in other games, your jungle will come up, you can get a dive. You can even crash dive for level 6. Go for W, R, E, Q auto attack, like full combo. If you have Ignite too, you know, even better as well. More security in that. And in that moment, we basically just go for one shot. Even here, like, I could attempt something, but he just had bone plating. If we just speed up the lane, a lot of it I can just freeze him off. I can basically zone him completely from the matchup here. Gotta be careful though. I'm not gonna do my fights on Mega Gnar because it's kind of pointless. He has a lot of peel. I can lose health. All I need to do is just make him waste cooldowns and chill. You can't touch the wave here. He's missing gold here. He can even miss XP as well in other cases. Vayne does show top though, so you just get a bit of leeway. Yeah, at this point too, as well, just like going off like instant map reactions. Gnar tries to roam. My team's already on the grubs. Grubs are very important. My mid has prior. Well, I won't say they have prior, but they decide to roam into the grubs here to help the Rengar. Also, Vayne jungle was interesting. I didn't really comment about that, but yeah, Vayne jungle, I guess. So here, I decide to opt into fighting Gnar. So he's gonna come in. I auto. I know he's gonna jump over wall. He has no way of getting a double jump here unless he walks into me, but that's even worse for him. And he's still going to be on top of me regardless. So I time E on this corner. I hit him again. W, R, E, shred armor. Actually, wait, I didn't even empowered either. Oh, okay. I had Fury bug here, actually. That's interesting. I didn't realize that in the moment. So, there is a bug of Renekton where if you W, R really fast... and then use an ability within that time, you can lose your Fury for the ability, and it can really mess you up in situations too. Unless you do it super fast to where, like, you can do 2 powered abilities on 1 bar of Fury. Which is really crazy, by the way, but if you don't do that, you end up losing all the Fury, so... You know, you kind of have to do that in these situations. But yeah, I just, like, get messed up here in a way. Actually, I guess not really. I mean, I had 50 Fury. My W. But no, I still should get it, though, in a way. Regardless, we kill Gnar from that. Little tangent aside from the Fury bug. Can just pick off Gnar. At this point, crashing wave, reset, and I can just go into my items. I get Boots of Swiftness again, just because I can have my moon speed. That comp required me to also, like, kind of stay out of harm's way. Had that moon speed to kite them. Like, I think those things really matter a lot here. And I could also just run down my lane opponent too, and it really doesn't matter. Yeah, essentially, that's kind of it for the video. Like, there's not really much else to really talk about here. A lot of the fundamentals of this matchup is abusing Gnar's E on cooldown. Later on, Gnar does try to outscale you. He is a lot stronger with Triforce, and maybe Cleaver as well. At those stages of the game, if you're going either Eclipse, like Bork, Cleaver, or Shrouded, these can really help you destroy the Gnar, but at that stage in the game, you're just trying to wave clear, side lane, and you're trying to just one-shot other carries instead of focusing on Gnar. Gnar is really a non-factor to mess around with because he's going to be stronger than you, but as long as you play for the rest of the game and you've already put Gnar behind, it'll be a big help into winning the game, and as you can see here as well for the rest of the game, we can't just like keep killing him. Yeah, Vayne comes once, but other than that, we can just like kind of do whatever we want. Even made a roam here to get out my lane, push in the wave, roam. textbook roam here, get kill, just like that. I play the map, I play with my strengths, and I impact what I can to win the game. But yeah, with all that being said though, that is basically the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this little commentary. Probably wasn't ideal that it was on my alt account again. I did say I was going to try and make some videos on my other account. The problem is, I think my commentary skills still aren't sharp, and I'm trying to get consistent content out there. And I think some days when I'm not really feeling 100%, I want to kind of get like a little chill game and do a little chill commentary. It kind of helps me learn my skills too, and maybe gives you a better video as well, because I don't need to worry about playing on a higher elo account. But this account's on its way. It's getting towards Diamond MMR, so don't worry about that. It's just like temporary for videos. Hope you guys understand. In terms of other videos, I have some guides coming out very soon, like start of season guides, so hope you guys are looking forward to that. But with that being said though, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to comment. Helps with the algorithm, helps me with feedback and other types of, you know, I just like to hear what you guys think too, like what you want me to record and play against. It also helps too when I play on this account that I can kind of get some like VODs as well of certain champs that people aren't really seeing. So it's pretty helpful too. But furthermore, if there's anything that you want to post and like talk to me about, you know, put in the comments and I'll get back to you. Well, that said though, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace out. Also, I stream every day on Twitch. Make sure to check out my Twitch. I stream really early in the mornings because it kind of like helps me with the rest of my day. So if you want to like check me out and see my climb towards Masters Challenger at the moment, I definitely recommend it on Godrekton_. With all that being said, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace out, and have a good one.